follow-up to a story we told you about a few weeks ago. A major almond surplus in the Central Valley because of supply chain issues. Growers who rely on international ports like Oakland can't ship their product out of the country to places that want the nuts. That's why lawmakers are now stepping in to help. ABC 10's Lena Howland joins us now live with a look at what relief could soon be on the way to help the Central Valley farmers. Lena?
Well, lawmakers are now saying enough is enough after hearing those concerns of Central Valley farmers like these right behind me here, now pushing two pieces of legislation through meant to help fix these shipping delays, both short-term and long-term.
In full bloom right now.
When Dave Phippen, partner at Travail and Phippen, an almond growing, packing, and shipping company in the Central Valley, first had a problem.
We're having a hard time getting them loaded on a ship in the Port of Oakland.
He created a short-term solution to keep his almond surplus dry and cool, building an extra storage facility to house last year's harvest.
So we're breaking ground on yet another building since you were here.
Hoping to have it ready before this year's harvest around October.
I'm hopeful that we don't use it all. I'm hopeful that the shipment gets moving really well and we exceed expectations.
That's why lawmakers want to help.
Unfortunately, our ports are so backed up that we have ships the size of football fields that are waiting weeks just to get into a port where they can actually pick up some of these agricultural goods and get them to where they need to go.
Congressman Josh Harder out of Turlock working to push through a long-term fix called the Ocean Shipping Reform Act, which aims to level the playing field.
It will make sure that we're countering that Chinese influence on shipping, that we're forcing international companies to play by our rules, the same as they do by others, and it'll actually bring down the cost of shipping for farmers in the Central Valley.
Something Phippen even traveled to D.C. last week to advocate for.
If you're going to bring product to our coast, you also are obligated to take product away from our coast.
And for a temporary, more immediate fix, Harder is also pushing for the Supply Chain Task Force Act, which would bring in the U.S. Coast Guard to help at shipping ports around the country.
They know how these supply chains should operate, and they also know how these ports work at their best.
And while Phippen says April was the best month he's had on record all year, with 100 containers shipped out back to their normal number, he says those numbers are already starting to slip once again.
We still have no control over it. That's the frustrating part.
Both pieces of legislation are bipartisan initiatives. The Ocean Shipping Reform Act has already made its way through the House and is now making its way through the Senate. Back to you.
Lena Howland on the Almond Beat for us this morning. Lena, thank you.